The Prix, where once again the start could hold the key, as championship leader Damon Hill found out last week when he failed to take advantage of starting in pole position. And that ended Hill's chances of a fourth consecutive win this season. But Williams still celebrated victory as Jacques Villeneuve won his first ever Grand Prix in only his fourth race. This weekend it's been Ferrari's turn to give their fans something to shout about on home ground at Imola, as their new hero, double world champion Michael Schumacher, secured pole position for the first time this season.
Turns into the left, turns into the right in the Ferrari, over the start and finish grid, over the line to stop the timing mechanism, and moves up into pole position to the delight of the Italian crowd.
However, in Formula One, you can't take anything for granted. We're live at Imola in a few moments for the build-up to the race. And it's the fifth Grand Prix of the season. Yesterday in qualifying, Michael Schumacher delighted the Italian fans as he claimed pole position, but alongside him on the front row will be Damon Hill, who has had his lead at the top of the Drivers' Championships cut now to 11 points. Behind him, his teammate Jacques Villeneuve is in second, and in third, Jean Alesi and the in-form Michael Schumacher are both on 10 points. Remember, 10 points is at stake today for the winner. So the stage is set for another exciting race. Let's now go live to Imola, and waiting for us there are commentators Tony Jardine, Jonathan Palmer. But first, good afternoon to Murray Walker.
Welcome to Italy, and welcome in particular to Imola, where, as you can see, I am delighted to say the weather is absolutely superb. The temperature is 23 degrees, and as at the Nürburgring last Sunday, the skies are blue and there's just a few fluffy white clouds. It looks as though the conditions are going to be absolutely excellent for this 63-lap race. And the whole of Italy seems to be here. They're very much agog, to put it mildly, because the man that you see on your screens now, Michael Schumacher, the double world champion, is in pole position for Ferrari. Not just for the first time this year, but it's the first time that a Ferrari will have started a Grand Prix from pole position since Gerhard Berger did so in Belgium last year. And it's the first time a Ferrari has started from pole position at Imola, which is only a few miles down the autostrada from Maranello, where Ferrari are made, since 1983, when Frenchman René Arnoux started from that place. So you can see how significant it is for everybody and for Italy. And earlier on I spoke to Michael Schumacher, asked him how he was getting on in the Ferrari team.
We're a team. We work together, we succeed together, and we lose together.
Damon Hill's driving quite well this year. Do you think he's driving a bit better than last year?
If you go back to it, and I've said it a couple of times already, then you will find out that Damon has been very well last year already, when he was leading, when he was in front. And so far he has always done his mistakes. Whenever he has done mistakes, he has done it when he had to overtake, when he had to come from behind. So he has done in Nürburgring the same, and I don't know whether he changed really.
Now Luca Di Montezemolo, the Ferrari boss, said he hopes at minimum 2 wins for Ferrari this year, and any less than 2 would be bad. What are you aiming for?
Well, I would think this is realistic, yeah.
And this race very important for you, Imola, for you and Ferrari?
Yes, certainly it is important, but I don't think we're there in the possibility to win already races. We have to still be satisfied with second and third positions.
Quite superb pole position for Michael Schumacher yesterday, just 0.2 of a second faster than Damon Hill. You should know that he actually had a special qualifying engine, and he then spun off on the lap following that pole position lap. And a big problem for the German, but he was in the place that really mattered as far as he and Ferrari were concerned.
Looking at a replay of that, looking at that left rear wheel, you see the smoke. That was from a broken wishbone. The insert of the top left wishbone had broken in the gearbox. And Schumacher was doubtless really quite thankful that that new Tamburello corner, there it is, look at the angle of that wheel. That left rear wheel, the suspension's broken, rendering the car out of control for Schumacher. And as I said, that Schumacher was no doubt very grateful, the fact that that corner, the new Tamburello third gear chicane, has replaced what was a 180 miles an hour flat-out left-hand blind. And of course it was that corner that claimed the life of Senna.
So, Damon Hill on the front row of the grid for the 5th time this year in 5 races, but not in pole position. He's on the grid with Tony Jardine.
He's leading the World Championship by 33 points. That's his total. Damon, it was a hell of a struggle actually in qualifying, but you're on the front row of the grid. This race is going to be very, very close indeed, isn't it?
We think we've got a better setup for the race than we got in qualifying, and I'm optimistic now. The car was very good in the warm-up, and I'm very motivated to do well here. I think we can do a good job. I'm really looking forward to the race.
Do you think it's going to be won on the track or in the pits through tactics?
Well, tactics will be very critical. It's not easy to pass here, and we'll have to see how the race pans out, but I think you'll have to sit on the edge of your seats and watch very closely, because it's going to be one. I think you're right. I think you're right to say that it will be very critical in the pits.
It would be nice to win in Ferrari land. Have you had time at all to soak up this fabulous atmosphere?
Yeah, we do a parade lap, and I've just been on my